One of my largest problems that I've ever faced is my feeling of loneliness. And I'm not just talking about feeling lonely here and there. I'm talking about an overwhelming and crippling feeling of loneliness. I don't even work from home. I work with people every single day, but there just became a point where it felt like everyone around me had somebody except for myself.
I'm so tired of like not having a person. And I don't mean just like a romantic partner or person. I mean even like on a friendship level, like the person that you do everything with. Like anytime that I think I have like a really good friendship or like a really good connection with someone, they always have their go-to person. And it's not me. There's not a single person that I can like text to go do something. Like I would love to go do something, and it's like I'm all about doing things by yourself. This isn't like a boohoo thing for me, but like I'm really sitting here and I'm just like, what a weird time in my life where like all of my best friends are in relationships and like have their people, and they don't reach out anymore like they used to. They don't make plans with me like they used to.
Like there's a certain imbalance because it's like, they're kind of your only friend and they're kind of your best friend by default, but you're not their only friend. So it's kind of like there's this nagging feeling that you're not as important to them as they are to you.
And I would never wish that feeling of loneliness on anybody. I don't think that any of us should have to experience life alone. And I do have great people in my life that I can count on, but there's just something about being a person's priority, a person's number one, someone that you can rely on. And I just don't feel like I'm that in anybody's eyes.
Being alone is not how we're designed.
Having human connection and having those people that you could talk to about anything, that is a human need. We're biologically hardwired to want to connect and belong and everything.
As somebody who has grown up and experienced loneliness throughout a lot of his life, who has struggled to find people who fully accept him or reciprocate a deep, intimate relationship, I just want to normalize how difficult it can be to believe that message, that somebody is going to see you and you're going to find your person or your people.
When you have no fucking friends at all, you can't just like casually make friends because every little connection probably means so much more to you than it does to them.
You also kind of have to accept that the relationship might never feel equal in that sense because chances are that best friend spot is already filled by someone else in their life.
I feel like I'm just going to be asking too much of any person because anyone that comes into my life is going to be like the only person in my life.
And so when you do meet somebody, you kind of have to resist the urge to spill all of your baggage just because you finally have someone to talk to about it. Because if you do spill all your baggage, then it's like you're kind of putting pressure on the friendship too early and you don't have that kind of relationship, and then they could pull away. Or you go in the opposite direction and you try not to seem clingy, so you end up seeming distant. I'm not gonna lie, I've done that. And speaking of the whole distant thing, what if the reason that you don't have friends is because you've been burned by friends in the past? That happens a lot when you just have bad luck with people, or you're not really good at picking people to be in your life. And then when you meet new people, it's like you want that connection, but you're afraid to get hurt again.
And that's the reason why I feel like sometimes the loneliness just gets to be a little too much. A little too much.